Welcome to Confessions, where OP did something they regretted for life. This story is from Girl University, where they feel disgusted of something they did. I feel so disgusting all the time. I don't like my face, body, voice, or thoughts. I feel like my boyfriend is settling for me, and he doesn't really like me. His past girlfriends were way prettier than me, but he thinks I'm better, which I don't understand. And yes, I did stalk his EXEs since they still have his pics up. I don't know why I feel fat when I'm 128 pounds. It doesn't make sense. My life isn't bad, I'm just overwhelmed and insecure, and I don't know how to stop it. It sounds like you're dealing with a lot of self-doubt and insecurities, which can be tough to handle. It's important to remember that your worth isn't solely determined by your appearance or what others think of you. Instead of comparing yourself to your boyfriend's EXEs, try focusing on your own unique qualities and strengths. Building self-confidence and seeking support can help you overcome these overwhelming feelings. Remember, you deserve to feel good about yourself, inside and out. This story is from Milo Hiron, where they think neopronouns are the stupidest thing in their generation. Neopronouns are the stupidest thing my generation came up with. I am LGBTQ myself. I was literally the leader of the Equality Club in my middle school. I've spent many hours online arguing with homophobes and transphobes, trying to educate them, or at least get them to realize how vile they're being. And even my woke 19-year-old self is absolutely baffled that anyone expects people to respect or use neopronouns like Zires himself or Vir verself, etc. First of all, it's not grammatically correct or real language, it's just made-up words from the internet. Just use they them because those are actually real, correct pronouns. Second of all, it is entirely harmful for the community of people who are actually transgender, FTMs, MTFs, or non-binary they-thems, the real LGBTQ people. Now people are pulling stunts like this just to feel special, making up new identities. It is undoing all the progress we have made as a society, because transphobes and homophobes have actual reasons and evidence to paint us as deranged, mentally ill snowflakes. Because of those people, it just feels really weird for me as someone who's been previously so open to societal changes. I am so against this one. I will never respect neopronouns. Use they, them, she, her, he, him, or I'll never speak to you again. You make a valid point about the importance of using language that is grammatically correct and widely recognized, like they, them pronouns. It's understandable that you feel frustrated with the introduction of neopronouns like Zire himself or Vir verself. These new pronouns may undermine the progress made by the transgender community and give ammunition to those who are against LGBTQ rights. It's essential to stand up for what you believe in and express your boundaries. However, it's worth considering that language and societal norms are constantly evolving, and it's possible to engage in respectful conversations to better understand and support others' experiences. This story is from prestigious paper 949, where his sister's BF is the guy he bullied at school. My sister is dating a guy I bullied in high school. My sister 28F started hanging out with a guy 25 meters. We were in the same class, and back in those days, I had a bad reputation. I remember beating him once, and we ended up in the principal's office. Recently, she introduced him to me at a party, and surprisingly, he recognized me instantly. After the party, I had a brief conversation with him. He said, "Your sis is wild, mate," which sounded a bit creepy. Then they both left. It seems like he planned revenge. It's understandable that you might feel uneasy about the guy recognizing you and making a comment that came across as creepy. However, It's important not to jump to conclusions and assume he has malicious intentions. Instead of assuming he planned revenge, it would have been better to communicate your concerns with your sister and express how his comment made you uncomfortable. Open and honest communication is key in situations like these. This story is from Natalie's 777 Leaders, where she has a crush on her friend, but can't confess. I want my best friend to me, and I don't know how to tell him that. I've been really good friends with this guy for about 2 years now, and he became one of my best friends. I've never looked at him in a sexual way, but I've been struggling with my mental health lately, and as a result of that, I'm very hypersexual. He's on an exchange right now, so we're not close to each other. I started teasing him by sending flirty messages and telling him he'll be really happy when he comes back. I sent him a photo of mine, but clothed, and now I want to be even worse, and send him a nude because I know how much he loves mine. I know he's enjoying this, but I'm not sure if there's going to be a point of return once I send the picture. Continue with this relationship dynamic that we have going on right now. Do you guys think that I should proceed with my ideas and eventually send him a nude, which I know will make him really happy as well? Or should I just stop and find someone else to annoy? I understand that you're going through a tough time with your mental health, but it's important to consider the potential consequences of your actions. Sending explicit photos can have long-lasting effects on relationships and personal boundaries. It might be more helpful to focus on seeking support for your mental health struggles and finding healthier ways to cope. Remember, it's important to prioritize your well-being and the well-being of others. This story is from Quilly 462, where they confess of their crime at work. I steal a drink every time I go to a cafe at work. A lot of the posts in this subreddit aren't even confessions, so I've got a good old-fashioned confession here. I work at a fairly big hospital, and there is a cafe where you pay on a screen and then go get what you bought. It's simple, but every time I go, maybe once a week, I only pay for one drink and go grab two and put one in my backpack. It's been a long time now, and I pretty consistently have any Snapple, vitamin water, or soda in my fridge at home cause I've just stocked up from stealing them so much. I've started to go through the payment process on the screen and then cancel at the very end, and then go get my drinks anyway if there isn't anyone standing behind me to see. You may have found a way to get free drinks, but it's important to consider the consequences of your actions. By stealing from the cafe, you're engaging in dishonest behavior and taking advantage of the system. It's not fair to the cafe or the other customers who are paying for their drinks. Instead, you could have tried speaking to the management about any concerns you had or find alternative ways to save money. It's essential to be honest and respectful in our actions, even in seemingly small situations. This story is from Known Code 1893, where he confesses a secret about himself. The crazy psychosocial reason why I'll go to brothels. So I'm a 19-year-old male, and a few months back, I found out that this girl I really loved was just using me for her own selfish gains. So it kind of left me in a really bad place, and my self-esteem was probably at its lowest. I know the easiest solution was to move on, but it's like she also left with the little amount of confidence I had in me. And that's when I started going to brothels, not because I wanted to get laid, but because I found this awesome crazy solution that helps me with my confidence. So I basically walk into brothels and stay for only 5 minutes. I'm like a solid 4 and almost barely get any compliments about my looks. But within those 5 minutes, I get so many compliments, and my confidence always skyrockets. I know those compliments aren't genuine because they're just trying to make money, but that's the only place where someone compliments me, and I delusionally prefer to take those compliments seriously because it makes me feel good about myself. So yeah, that's why I go to brothels, not to sleep with someone, and I'm not planning to, but just to hear someone telling me that I'm good looking, which I'm not, by the way. And I always leave those places feeling like the king of the world, giving me just the confidence I need to try and find a new girlfriend. In my opinion, it seems like you could have approached building your self-esteem in a healthier way after your difficult experience. While it's understandable that you wanted to feel good about yourself again, relying on compliments from strangers in a brothel may not be the best solution. Instead, it could have been beneficial to focus on self-care, surrounding yourself with supportive friends, or even seeking professional help to rebuild your confidence in a more sustainable and meaningful manner.
Thank you for watching. I hope these stories brought you the relaxation you came here for, whether you're winding down or just starting your day. If you have any thoughts or ideas for my next stream, drop them down in the comments and let me know if you like these stories by dropping a like. Also, follow me on my social media because I drop Reddit content every day.